What's good, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, Sean, Sam? Has anyone seen Squid Games? Nah, I've not seen Squid Games. What's up, Ronnie? What's up, Cruz? Shit, I've been listening to hella good music lately on some real shit.
Yes, we back.
We back.
We back. We just did a dope review for Candyman. Look out for that. I'm gonna upload that on Monday. Check out Candyman if y'all ain't see it. All you horror fans, movie fans.
Yes, sir. Halloween is in the
Yes,
season.
yes. The best time of the year as a horror fan, man.
For real. Fuck Christmas right now. It's Halloween time.
Right?
I'm already seeing like the Christmas cards.
Really? In
Yeah,
October?
yeah. I told you.
Wow.
I've been seeing them since September.
Yo, that's crazy. That is crazy. What's good? What's good? Hold on. Let me charge my.
You say you watched a documentary about James Baldwin. What's it called?
Who's James Baldwin?
He's like an activist. Hey Sam, what do you think about what I texted you about that overrated rock artist,
Who's that?
Bruce Springsteen?
Oh Lord. You think he's overrated?
Hell yeah.
I think you know what it is. Everything before Born in the USA, I think he was under the radar, and that album alone propelled him to be a superstar. So it's not so everything after Born in the USA, it got over glorified, and people was expecting him to have like another anthem like Born in the USA.
That's a good point.
At least that's how I'm looking at. Cause I wasn't a huge Springsteen fan. I know some of his songs, but I never like. I wasn't like a huge fan to go and buy his records.
Right.
But that's what like on the outside looking in. That's what it seemed to me. It's like like he was like that the poster boy for the next American anthem. Whether it was Glory Days or what's the song he did for the Philadelphia movie with Tom Hanks. I forgot the name of that joint.
And I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so it's like they look to him like they call him the boss. They didn't call him the boss when Born in the USA came out. He got that nickname over time. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't calling him that. It's only when he got to superstar fame they gave him that name. So people like they know when you say the boss, people automatically know who you talking about. He's okay. He's all right. He's not one of my favorites. You saw the Rick James documentary. What did you think? We did the review on that like weeks ago. That was great. That was a great documentary.
Very dope documentary.
Yeah, they showed a lot, and I'm pretty sure they had to cut out some stuff. They showed a lot of tits and ass in that in the documentary.
For real.
You know,
Weird animation too.
right? Yeah. The animation to me wasn't needed. I don't know why they had it. I mean, I guess they didn't have the footage for what they were just talking about at certain points in the documentary, but the animation was cheesy.
For real.
I've seen better animation on South Park than that. You know, you tired of the Sean? What up, Sean? Sean said he's tired of the fake sensitivity. What are we talking about?
What fake sensitivity?
I haven't seen Squid Games yet. That's like the new global phenomenon right now.
I'm so tired of Squid Games. I didn't even watch. It's like whenever there's a new Netflix series, everybody makes a big deal out of it.
So Netflix have some good series now. Stranger
They do.
Things is my favorite, and Stranger Things was highly publicized and it lived up to the hype. You know what I'm saying? But there's some of them that I'm like, it's not that good for it to be getting this much publicity. And
You're,
I saw the movies that it's based on. It's based on this movie called Battle Royale, and
yeah, I
it
know.
was like the Japanese Hunger Games.
Yep.
The first one to me was good. The second one I saw, I did not like the second one as much as the first one. But the show is supposed to be based on those films. You know what I'm saying? And they're selling they're selling the what the people are wearing in the film in the show as Halloween costumes now.
I'm not surprised.
So that's like the new Halloween crave right now. Like the number one Halloween costume is that, and they look like a bunch of Power Rangers to me. You know.
Shit, my Halloween costume's gonna be legit. It ain't gonna be this Squid Game bullshit.
I'm definitely not reviewing Squid Games. Even if I watch it, I'm not reviewing. I'm not. I have no plans to review that show.
When I heard Squid Games, I was like, what y'all talking about Squidward for from SpongeBob or some shit?
Is this a stupid name?
I thought it was some underwater seafood kind of shit.
No, I'm good. I'm not reviewing that. I'm pretty sure a lot of other bloggers and content creators have done they review for it. So
Right, I've seen like 30 thumbnails talking about
yeah,
Squid Games. This.
yeah, and it looks gory. Like from the trailer, it looks like it's gory. It's like a survival type of game, like American Ninja Warrior, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, unless it has to be mind blowing for me to really want to talk about it. If I watch it and it's mind blowing, then I'll discuss it. But if it's not, and I feel like it don't live up to the hype, I'm not even gonna talk about it. People are bored. I mean, they trying to come up with Hollywood has run out of ideas, so they trying to come up with new ways to entertain us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many remakes that are unnecessary and sequels from 30 years ago that they're making. Reboots that's not needed, and they don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah, Silk Sonic is dropping the album supposedly next month. They said they were going to do it, release in 2022. Now I'm kind of worried now, low.
Right, right. I hope it's good, cause
I'm kind of worried now, low key.
they rush. You know why they releasing it in November? They trying to get that holiday money. You know what I'm saying? That's what
They
these
said they
artists
were going
do.
to take their time with it.
Right. That's what these artists do. They put out something towards the holidays because they know that's when the consumers are going to spend the most money for the holiday season. Hopefully the album was good because before they said it was dropping it in January, now it's pushed up to November. So I hope it's not just two good songs and like the other 14 tracks of shit.
Exactly. But this who y'all pick y'all best group. This is the best group y'all pick.
We're gonna see.
Shit.
We will see.
We will see. I'm tired of that leave your door open, whatever, leave your heart open, whatever that is.
Right.
I like the second single though. That one was
That
that
was dope.
skating kind of
The
track. I
skate
like
joint.
that one.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like people are playing it like that.
They're not. It's not a big hit as the first one that
It's
was.
not. That's
I don't know. We're gonna see because Anderson .Paak don't have no bad albums and neither do Bruno Mars. So
uh
it's either it's gonna be really really good or really really bad. You think Bruno Mars has a bad album?
like I said, I'm not a big fan of Bruno Mars's earlier stuff.
Right.
So
You like what? When was you like a fan of his stuff?
24K Magic.
Oh, okay. So that's the only album you like from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I love his other stuff. Uh, Doo-Wops and Hooligans was a classic album to me. The second one, Unorthodox Jukebox, a great album. I think he could do no wrong. Anderson .Paak too. I think all of Anderson .Paak's albums are
Oh,
great.
Anderson. I love Anderson.
Yeah. What's your favorite Anderson .Paak album?
Ooh, probably Oxnard.
Oxnard was dope. I love Malibu. I still think Malibu is his best.
Malibu is a classic to me.
Malibu was great. Definitely enjoyed that one.
Man, Coogee actually got me into Anderson .Paak that album.
Dope, dope. Shout out to Coogee. Ventura was just as good too. I enjoyed that
That
one.
sure was good.
You know, he can do no wrong right now. And that's like two of my favorites in R&B and pop. So I'm hoping this album is good. Um, no, I have not been to the Apollo. I've been to the Apollo, but I haven't been inside the Apollo. Like I've been to Harlem many times. I've shopped out there, but I haven't been to a show at the Apollo yet. But hopefully one day, hopefully when they have a good show that I could go to, I'll be there. Yeah, I mean, the streaming market is so flooded with everybody is coming out with a series, to watch on every platform. It's hard to keep up, but if you know your tastes, then it's easy to shift through the shit. So I know what I like and what I'm checking for and the stuff that I'm not checking for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So there's shows that I checked out that I didn't think I would like and I end up liking, and then there's shows that I thought I was gonna like and I end up not liking. So that's just how it is now. It's like everything is geared towards streaming now more than the regular TV networks or the movie theater, especially now with the pandemic. R. Kelly gets 500% sales bump. Yeah, I mean I heard that like his music is still gonna sell. It's still R. Kelly. He still got talent. You know, he still got talent. He could have been Jack the Ripper. It'll just be Jack the Ripper that can still sing his ass off.
It's the kills.
His music is still on streaming. I don't think it'll ever stop, unless they completely say that they taking everything down from streaming. But I think that helps them, right? If his music is selling on streaming,
Hell yeah.
so it's all about dollar signs for them. So as long as his music is still in high demand, they're gonna still have it up there.
They know what they doing.
Yeah, they may not like the nigga, but they see dollar signs behind his music. Yeah, they gonna keep it on there. Amazon is still selling his music, so it's not like they took down they stopped selling his stuff.
Nigga, I was just bumping R. Kelly the other day.
Well,
What's up?
well, at least the albums that are still in print. He has albums that are out of print. So, hey, I have all my R. Kelly CDs. I'm not getting rid of it because of what happened. Like I said, like he's a sick bastard, and he needs to pay for what he's done. But the music side of things, he's a legend. I have seen this man in concert. I can't change history, so I can't go back in time and erase me going to the 12th Play tour. It happened already. I have the concert ticket. The man is a legend musically, but his personal life is will always be he'll always have that black stain on it.
I can't wait for tomorrow with the Evil Empire review.
Yes, that's gonna be great. Covering all the great Rage Against the Machine albums. Alex Alex Rinaldi, what's good?
Oh, I remember him. He came on the show one time.
He did.
Well, not came on the show, but he was in the chat.
Oh, Ronnie said I'll never bump R. Kelly. I feel you. I feel you, and Everybody got their right to bump it or not bump it. So you know what I mean? You know.
I'm gonna take some time off PM after this and go to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn what time I wake up.
You'll never stop bumping R. Kelly? Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I was about to
I
say,
thought he was totally against R. Kelly. Hey man, he was great for music. Like I still feel like if R. Kelly did a versus now, he could beat anybody.
oh, of course.
I don't think too many people match up with him when it comes to R&B. You know, are Leah's CDs are in print again? Since when? All of them? I think 1 million is still out of print, and the last one. Hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw one of her albums on vinyl. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Are they still in print on vinyl?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. So they're unavailable on CD, but they're in print on vinyl.
I guess so.
Karis One and Kane definitely ready for that, man.
Yeah, I can't
That
wait to do a live stream on that one
that
too.
shit can't come no sooner. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm
Super
gonna
Cat,
try.
we getting a treat next week. Super Cat in concert. I haven't seen Super Cat ever in concert. You know what I'm saying? And he got a couple hits, man. Super Cat got some hits. You know, I'm excited to see Super Cat perform. You know, Karis One and Kane. That's like it's like the Super Bowl came early.
Sure. As soon as I get off from work, I'm going straight home. Hell, I might even order me a pizza or some shit.
It's pizza night next week,
Oh yeah, pizza wings.
man.
This is gonna be Super Bowl and shit.
Right, man. Gonna be crazy. Karis One performances, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Don't nobody bother me. Don't nobody ask me to do shit.
Mm-mm-mm. You having a post show?
Possibly, yep. Well, actually, nah, cause we gotta do the Battle of Los Angeles review
Oh yes,
too.
that's right. That's right. That's right after
Yeah, I might push that to like midnight to be real with you.
midnight.
Yeah,
Okay, man. Man. That's gonna be great, man. You have Aaliyah's greatest hits on CD. I think that's out of print too.
I need to get the "I Care for You" compilation, low key.
Yeah. Yep. I remember when that came out. Yeah, it gotta be like if it's not better than Jadakiss against Dipset, then just stop doing the verses altogether.
Exactly.
If
Like,
they can't if they can't outdo Jadakiss, then just stop doing it altogether.
but the Fat Joe and Ja Rule was just disappointing. I mean,
Just,
it
it
was cool, but it was disappointing
but
as shit.
that everything the way everything played out was predictable because I knew Ja was gonna win. Even though I was picking Fat Joe, I thought Fat Joe would have played his street stuff, and he didn't. He tried to compete with Ja Rule's big hits, and Ja Rule just watched him early. So like the way it played out, I was like, I'm not surprised because Ja Rule was a big pop artist at that time. You know, and I was happy for Ja actually. It was good to see him back performing. He was energetic. He had a lot. He was funny as hell. You know, he was. I never seen Ja Rule live, so it was like that was like my first time like actually seeing him like a full concert or whatever. and he was good. You know what I'm saying? Fat Joe's the one that fucked up in that. But if KRS One and Big Daddy Kane, who are considered like the some of the godfathers of rap, if they can't outdo Jadakiss' performance, then just stop having the verses altogether. Cause now you're making it look like Jadakiss is like the GOAT MC and nobody can top his performance. And I've seen Jadakiss twice. Okay, I've seen him in concert. He was good, but he's
Go-
not he's not the best.
Golly Boy, I don't fuck with Golly Boy. He's one of those YouTube. I hear what you're saying, Try, but Golly Boy is one of those YouTubers I can't fucking stand and shit.
What? Who the hell is Gully Boy? What did
He's
he say?
a he's a hip hop head, but sometimes his opinions I don't really fuck with a lot of his opinions like that.
He call it
Like
old head. Well, how old is Gully Boy? He sound like a youngin.
he's like I think he's like a little bit around our age range, but
He's,
still,
he's around our age and he's calling it old head music.
right. This
If you're a hip hop head, listen. This is the only genre where age and location and sexual preference comes into play. Again, they do not do this in pop music. They don't do this in rock and roll. They don't do this in R&B. We are the only genre where we hold ourselves back from making this genre, right there with pop music and R&B because of the limitations we put on this genre.
exactly.
It shouldn't be, oh well, you can't listen to Keras One or Big Daddy Kane because you're an old head. Or if you listen to Migos and Little Yachty, then you're an old head trying to act young. We have to stop that. Music is music. It don't matter where it's from or who's making it, what race they are, what's their sexual preference. It shouldn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
And he's from the South too. Yep.
That shouldn't matter. And I fuck with Southern artists. You can't treat Outkast and T.I. different because they're from the South. They're hip hop artists just like Nas and Jay Z. That's how I look at them. I don't look at Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg as, oh well, they're West Coast artists. I gotta treat them differently because they're on the West Coast. They're hip hop artists just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem that we're still dealing with now in this genre. We're still dealing with the same issue that we dealt with back when I was a teenager. Okay, these discussions were still going on 20, 30 years ago. This whole location shit and yo an old head and like, come on. If you're a hip hop head, that's all that matters. If you fuck with KRS One and Big Daddy Kane, that's all that matters. We have to stop putting a age limit on our legends because they're not 20 years old nor anymore. When you look at the Rolling Stones, they still get that love. When you look at the Beatles, half of them are gone. The only one left is Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. And they still get that love. You know what I'm saying? That's how it has to be for when we look at Jay-Z and we look at Nas, and whether they hit 60 years old, 70, 80, whatever. We're gonna salute them no matter what age they are. Because when they don't wait for when they're dead and gone to give them their flowers. That's when you see all the fake fans come out.
Exactly.
Oh, let's give Nas and Jay their flowers when they're dead and gone and they're not here to receive it. When Jay Z is alive and breathing, give him his flowers now. I don't care how old he is. So it shouldn't matter. So when you see like people like idiots like Gully Boys saying shit like that, I don't agree with him. You know what I'm saying? You can't classify if you're a hip hop head. Oh, well, this is old head music. It's music. Period.
He's not even that funny. His videos are crap too, low key.
I never even heard of him, so it's definitely not somebody I would check out.
He just tells the same jokes over and over again. Like, okay, nigga, we get it.
Yeah, this generation forgets everybody is going to age. Drake is not Drake. Half of the artists that this generation like is not even in their 20s. Drake is already in his 30s. He's already an old head.
Exactly.
Okay, he's down in his 20s, and he's still on top of the charts. So as much as people love Drake and they love Kendrick and J. Cole, none of these artists are in their 20s. I know. I hope people realize that. Migos is not gonna stay 20 forever.
Isn't 21 Savage in his 30s too?
I don't know. I don't listen to these dudes, but they're not going to stay 20 forever. They're going to get 30 and 40 years old, and then what? Then they're gonna be old heads too. You're gonna not fuck with them because they hit 40 years old.
Shit,
It just
NBA
it
young
just
NBA Youngboy got how many kids? And he's like 26,
it's
27.
it's a stupid ignorant mentality. That's why we have that the disconnect with the old generation and the young generation because they don't get it. They don't get it. And then you wonder why motherfuckers like myself don't respect your generation because you don't get it.
I don't get it.
You know, I can only say so much for them. You know, until they listen, they don't get it. They're not gonna get it. They might be 20 years down the line before they get what I'm saying. The age don't matter. Age do not matter. You know what I'm saying? Reg is in his 20s and he know more shit than people that I know that's in their 20s. Okay, it do not matter. I know heads right now that's my age and don't know half of the shit that we talk about. They don't know shit about Rage Against the Machine. They haven't listened to a Teddy Pendergrass album.
But they'll tell you every Drake line in
Yeah,
Cinematic.
they can tell you all, the best Young Jeezy album. I could care less. I don't listen to Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? They can tell you the best Drake song that's out now with J. Cole. You know, they can have debates all day about what J. Cole album is great. Try to let them have a debate on what's the best Phyllis Hyman album. They ain't got shit to say. You know what I'm saying? What is the best Luther Vandross song in your opinion? They don't know.
That it's not. Never too much.
Right, right. Give me something else. Name a Wu Tang member outside of the nine members. Don't call yourself a Wu head and you don't know nobody else other than Method Man and Ray and Ghost.
Cause you know Nari said they're flunkies and shit.
Yeah, yeah, the flunkies. But I know the flunkies. You know, I know all the flunkies. Do Nori know them? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about age. Do not play a factor in this. I don't want to hear about age.
That's what these hip hop heads be funny.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. Is this something about this genre that we hold ourselves back dealing with ignorance like that? You can't listen. This is old head music because they've been around longer than your favorite artist that's out now. Whose fault is that? Is that Kane? Is that Kane and Keras One's fault that they've been around longer because they know how to roll with the punches and adapt to the times? That's what makes a legendary artist. Michael Jackson did that, and Prince, and Madonna. That's why he still that their music will always live here, will always live on. You know, not a flash in the pan artist that comes out with a hit today and then tomorrow you don't hear from them like Chingy. Or Jaquan. You know, people that's not in it for the right reasons. They only in it to get rich and that's it.
Yeah, you see them on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You see them on Love and Hip Hop. When the last time Consequence had a hit? You know,
When was the last time he made music?
you know what I'm saying? So I don't get into that whole old head and young head shit. There is no such thing. Music is music for all ages. You know what I'm saying? My introduction to Michael was Thriller. I had to go back and listen to Jackson 5 music. I didn't look at the Jackson 5 like, oh, this is old head music. I can't listen to this shit. Because my mom knows this shit. That
Oh,
never entered my mind. Oh, my mom listened to Jackson 5, so I can't listen to it. That's the best shit. The music that your parents grew up on, that's the best shit.
I can't listen to Namano and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't listen to Sharon Red. That's old head music. I can't listen to Gloria Gaynor. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, '88 was a great year of hip hop. The one of the best, probably the best of the '80s was '88. You know what I'm saying? So many great albums came out in that year, man. We did a discussion on '80s rap, the best '80s rap albums. A lot of great albums came from that year. You know,
There were a lot of classics.
that's just timeless music. So if it's considered old head music, then I will listen to old head music forever, any day over the shit that's out now. You know, I can have many conversations about Criminal Minded and Long Live Kane. You know what I'm saying? Slick Rick, Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Any time I could have conversations about those albums.
Hmm.
You can't say the same for a lot of these albums that's out now.
Nope. Funky Cold Medina, Tone Loc,
Yeah, dope. We supposed to be doing a review for that album.
coming soon.
You know what I'm saying? A great album. I never looked at Tone Loc like, oh, this is a West Coast artist I can't listen to. That thought process just don't enter my mind. You know, when you're listening to artists like Sade and Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins, ain't none of these artists were from the U.S. and legends, timeless music. You know what I'm saying? So once people realize that, this whole location thing in hip hop will go away. When people allow themselves to listen to other genres of music and not just stay stuck into one genre, then we'll see that change.
That's why you have all these New York rappers sound like they from the South and shit.
They followed the trend. The South got their props. They were on the charts for the past 2 decades. They proved themselves in hip hop. And you had a lot of New York artists trying to do what they were doing, like Fat Joe. That's why a lot of his albums in the 2000s were trash. Like Fabulous. That's why he still don't have a classic album. They were trying to emulate what the South was doing. You know, when you listen to Meek Mill sound like a down south artist. This man is from Philly. People forget that he's not from the South. He sounds like a Southern artist. You know what I'm saying?
Trash.
You know, and I like Meek Mill. I think Meek Mill is a dope artist, but he's from Philly. Somewhere along the line, people forgot where they came from because they went chasing that bag. '98 was a great year also. A lot of classics came out in that year.
Yeah, that year was a very good year.
You know, Legions was good, yo. Salute. Let's
Yo,
go Knicks. Let's go Knicks. We gotta get Legions on here, man, because he definitely can understand what what we talking about. If there's nobody else that understands what we talking about, it's definitely Gmo. Moment of Truth was great. Probably the last great gangster album.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
You like the
What?
owners?
I
You like
love the owners. I
okay.
even love the recent album. What's whoa,
Is
whoa,
okay.
whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Is the owners a classic?
Yes, to
It's
me,
a classic
yes,
to you?
yes.
It's not a classic to me.
Okay,
I like some songs. I don't think the owners was great like Moment of Truth though.
I highly disagree.
You disagree?
I feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. I respect your opinion, but to me, the at the time, the owners was like a breath of fresh air.
It
Yeah,
was?
yeah.
How?
Let me explain. Because everybody was trying to be on that thug shit.
Hmm.
Gangsters came like with a Back to the Basics album. Yes, it was not as good as Moment of Truth. I will
Right.
give you that. But to me, for 2003 for them to still have that same sound intact.
Right.
You can't say that about Run DMC,
That's true.
Das Effects. because their recent album they came out with around that time, trash.
That's true.
Some I can pick 5 songs from that album. That's some of my favorite gangsta songs. Period.
Ever,
Yeah,
ever.
Deadly
So
Habit.
okay,
Right Where You Stand. Nice Girl, Wrong Place. The one they did with Tons of Guns with Fat Joe. Yes.
okay.
hmm So
I thought it was a dope album. I don't think it's one of their best though, but
let me get some water. I
okay.
want to get some water before I
Oh,
get.
the Chappelle. We didn't even talk about the Chappelle thing yet. I think they're making too much out of it, and I agree with what Chappelle said. I don't know why people are in the uproar about what he said.
And these are the same people that made fun of transphobia and trans people in the past too. They're trying to
Right,
get at him. I don't understand that.
right, exactly, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So what they're trying to cancel Chappelle, which is whack. He's one of the best comedians ever. I've seen Dave Chappelle live. He was hilarious. It's Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Like he says things that people don't like, and they're not necessarily gonna agree with him. But I don't see what he said I was wrong. I really don't. What did he say in that statement that people disagree with? I don't get it. I didn't get to see the special yet. I haven't seen his last two or three on Netflix. I know he has a whole bunch of them on Netflix. I only saw like the first one. I haven't seen the other ones yet. But I mean, he's hilarious, man. Like and he's real about what he's real. He's just real in general. Like he's just a real person, and I guess people don't like that.
What happened?
We talking about the Chappelle, what Chappelle said.
Hmm.
Do you have a problem with what he said?
Well, I didn't watch the special, but I don't. My sister told me about it. I don't even have a problem.
Right. I mean, I don't disagree with what he said. So
Even his trans friend defended Chappelle too, so that should say something.
right. So if his friend is defending him, then why is everybody else against him? Because he's black and he's saying it. So if it was Seinfeld saying it, then what? They had no problem with it. If it was Louis C.K. or whatever his name is saying it, then what? It would be okay. You know. Yeah, it's funny. It's comedy. It's like they make fun of everything. The trans friend killed themselves for being bullied for supporting Dave Chappelle. It's crazy. This whole cancel culture is like, where did this come from? Like, who gives them the right to try to mute somebody's views and opinions on things? That's his opinion. If people don't agree with it, then he don't agree with it. That's why it's somebody's opinion.
It all started with that Michael Richards dude,
The who?
Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, what he did years ago?
Hell yeah, it all started with him.
Right,
No, I'm not defending what he said. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying.
right. Exactly. It's like when if you start trying to like mute the comedians, it's like then it's no longer fun if they can't say what they want to say. Like artists, like can you imagine they start trying to mute rap artists?
Oh God. What?
They
Technically, they already are kind of.
well, not with
Technically,
everybody though. I mean, well, putting a parental advisory stick on albums is one thing, but you can't try to control what an artist says. This whole freedom of speech thing is like that's what Two Live Crew went to court for.
exactly. That's what
You know what I'm saying?
NWA got the FBI letter for.
Right. Cancel Amy Schumer. I actually like Amy Schumer. I think
Yes.
Amy Schumer's hilarious. You want to cancel her?
Yes. No,
Really?
because she gets away with a lot. She gets away with a lot, and nobody really talks about her like that.
I mean, the stuff her stand-ups I've seen have been pretty raunchy. She talked about like having sex a lot and like her being a Jew or whatever. But
She said
I
hella shit about gays too in the past, but no one wants to get at her for that. But
Sam said she steal people's jokes.
yep, she does
Oh
too.
wow,
I've heard her. I've heard her steal people's jokes.
I didn't know that. I actually thought she was good though. She
I mean,
accused
yeah,
black
I'm not going to disrupt your opinion. If you think she's good, she's good. But I never found her funny.
she accused
And
black
cancel
men of
Michael Blackson too. What? Cancel Michael
what?
Black.
What he do?
He gives a bad representation about Africans and shit.
Is he African?
Yes, and a lot of that shit is African stereotypes and stuff. He says a lot of shit about gay people too in the past, but y'all don't want to talk about that.
Oh wow. Savage Silverman.
I actually, yeah, Sarah Silverman is dope. I actually fuck with Sarah Silverman. She's not the
Gmo
funniest, but she's
G,
that Jewish girl you can fuck with on the low.
Gmo said I'm a comedy snob to a point. She is not a comedian.
Who?
Amy Schumer.
No, who said that?
Gmo, Legions of Nick's podcast.
Oh, okay. I was like, who the hell is Gino?
No, that's his nickname that we call him. We call
Oh,
him Gmo.
okay.
His name is Guillermo, but we call him Gmo for short. So.
I was like, okay.
Sour Silverman is whack too. I don't really care with Sour Silverman. She okay.
Yeah, she's alright.
Patrice O'Neal is the GOAT. Didn't he die? He died, right?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I respect him, but he was not really one of my top favorites.
Right.
I'm sorry he died though, but he wasn't really my top favorites and shit.
Sean wants to get in. You want to get in on the conversation, Sean? You got
Oh,
something to
shit.
say about Amy Schumer?
This nigga gonna have you rolling tonight. Shit.
We talking about comedy now?
I'm gonna send it to you. What's his name? Sean.
Michael Blackson is a caricature.
Boy, don't even give me. And then niggas used to say, "Oh, you African, so you must like Michael Blackson." I was like, "What the fuck?"
Canceling celebrity Martin Lawrence got banned from SNL.
Yes, he did. I sent it to you, Sean.
I remember that. Yes, I remember that.
I like Wanda Sykes. She's a good writer, though.
Hey, come on, Gmo, if you got time, if you're not busy,
Yeah, well, come
you
on.
know.
I mean, I'm staying on to like 3:20, 3:30 anyway. So
Michael Blackson is funny. I mean, I don't know what you said. You said he's talking shit about Africa and all that.
he's like one of those Africans. How can I put this?
Mm.
He's one of those Africans that makes fun of Africans in front of white people because he feels like
Right.
white people find that funny.
But they do. They do. They find his accent funny.
You said what?
I mean, let's be real. He got put on because of his accent, because he talks like he's from Africa and
Okay. Yeah, and I get that, but Godfrey is African, and he's funnier than Michael
yeah, but he,
Blackson.
he don't have like that thick accent like Michael
You
Blackson
don't
do.
need no fucking thick accent. I'm Andrew.
Sean, what's good?
What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Chilling.
Shit, man. Like I'm having a bad mood right now because of the Wilder versus Fury fight, man.
Oh man, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, like it's a classic though. But
Is it a okay? I hear people saying it's a classic already. Is it a classic because of the way that he lost, or is it a classic because of the three fights?
it's a classic because the way he lost, not because of the free fights. The first
Okay.
fight, Wilder should have won that fight, but
I thought
the
he did win the
federation,
first fight. He didn't win the first fight.
he didn't have to win the first fight because the federation wants to make the pretty much the federation wanted to ruin his legacy by not making him to be undefeated. They wanted to blemish that undefeated streak so they can make Fury look better. The second fight, sure, what I mean, Fury
The second
cheated.
fight he got washed. He was just
He
bad.
got he cheated, but you know what I mean, like Wilder did not, what I mean, wasn't his A game. But I will say that I still think that Fury did cheat. This
He
one,
cheated how? How did he cheat in the second fight?
he actually put. I mean, shoot, I
He got it. Wilder got his ass beat in the second fight.
anyhow, I mean, agree to disagree on that
But
one.
did you
The
see
third
something we didn't
fight,
see?
I'll
I
say
mean,
that Wilder got beaten fair and square on this. The third fight, this fight he actually got beaten fair and square.
I actually thought
I
that
mean,
the two now they said something. Max said the second knockdown for Fury that the referee was counting slow. Do you think he was counting slow?
Listen, man. At the end of the day, all I just know is, what I mean, boxing has always been boxing. You know what I mean? Like, like if the politics is, what I mean, you know how it is when it comes to politics. It's similar. It's no different when Muhammad Ali fights. When Muhammad on that picture when he yelled on one of his opponents saying "get up" in order to fight, but they did not do that because the politics. In a code word, politics, but regardless, though, it is what it is, man. But Wilder, what I mean, he did his best on the third fight, but he screwed up his game plan. But anyway,
He
let's go to Dave
listen.
Chappelle.
He can't. His he's not a technical boxer. Like it's clear to see. He went for the knockout. You can't do that against Fury. That's why Fury was winning the fight because he
That's
was
a damn
jabbing.
lie.
He
That's a
was
damn lie.
jabbing. He
I have
Fury
to
jabbed
dis-
more than Wilder did though.
That's a damn lie. It's not the fact that Fury was a more technical fighter. That's the reason why he's at an advantage with Wilder. The advantage with Fury against Wilder is just his weight, and also know how to maneuver. What I mean, certain things. What I mean, certain moves that if Wilder did the same thing, they will actually
He
will say. What I mean, say otherwise. But again, like I said, respect to Fury, even though I don't like his fan base. What I mean? Shit, I fuck with James Bond, but the rest of the UK, man, fuck them and their fucking chicken and fish and
wow.
bits and all the fucking tea and all that shit.
Think
Okay,
about
I'm
it.
just
So
playing around. Like
so Fury so Fury removed the padding from his glove in the second fight. So he did what Margarito did against Cotto a couple years ago.
pretty pretty much like Fury actually did like what I mean, like knocking him like underneath like the ear
Mm,
and stuff, like as far as like the blows, like
right.
certain illegal blows that I was like looking like what the fuck, they allow that shit and then they just allow it. So, I mean, Wilder, he actually took his time. To me, I feel like that as far as technically, I think Wilder did better, but he just screwed up his game plan. Like jabbing was pretty much one of the best ways in order to be effective with.
He wasn't doing that a lot though. He did that in the beginning of the fight,
Yeah,
but then
and
he just
also
went for the
in the
knockouts.
beginning he was doing good, but later on he screwed up by not doing that. So I agree. I agree on that. You know what I mean? Like if he would continue and also what I mean elevate the playing field, he could have done better and maybe he could have won. But
He he
that's
should have he should have went for the more body blows. Go to his stomach. Fury's
I
stomach
agree.
is a mess.
I say all that. I said, what I mean. I said like his game plan in the beginning was the best way, or one of the best ways of, trying to be Fury on that. But honestly, he revert back to the old way, and it is what it is on that.
Margarito
But
used plaster. Oh,
huh?
that's what he used. No, I'm reading the comment. Oh, Margarito used plaster. Okay, and then he got his ass beat in the second fight. I remember that one. Cotto was ready for him. That's what Wilder. I'll give Wilder props. He stayed up for as long as he did. But what's next for him? Because like they're talking about Joshua and Wilder. It's like
Man,
his ceiling was tonight. We saw it as far as high as he could go as a boxer against Fury.
Man, these people, man, this is my problem here. Like every single time when I hear these boxing fans or even sports fans, period, like when you're at the losing stick, that's when people like, oh, where's the last time? Like shit. I said the same thing with LeBron James. How many times the nigga gonna lose? And people gonna say, what will LeBron James will do? And shit, what you guys are gonna do? You guys gonna still try to concentrate on LeBron James
Le,
regardless.
yeah, but
So it's like no different.
LeBron jumped ship to other teams to get those rings though. He
I
didn't
mean,
stay with one team.
you know what type of guy he is. He's like
Yeah.
one of them. He's like one of them guys that he said he will switch girls if that girl got a better car. You know
Wilder
what he
can't do
is.
that. What we saw Wilder's ceiling tonight. That's how he's gonna go. So
No,
now
no,
anybody
I
else
think that
now?
Wilder he's still gonna continue. He's not gonna give up. He's gonna try to get them belts again, and that's just what it
Yeah,
is.
but okay. So let's say okay. So any other fight now is a decrease from like if he fight Joshua and everybody else, he should have fought Joshua a long time ago when he had the belts. Joshua kept ducking him. When you fight Joshua now,
Of course,
what is it
Joshua
for?
will duck it because he's a better fighter than Joshua.
But
The
what?
only
But yeah,
people
but
he
what? What
only
is it?
care
Okay,
about
even if you
is
fought,
Fury.
even okay, so even if you fought Joshua, what are you fighting for? Are you fighting to fight a fourth fight against Fury? You're not gonna beat
I
him.
mean, you fighting Joshua because you want that, you know what I mean, that so-called dream match or that
He's
main
not gonna get
event
it
that you guys
again.
wanted to see.
He not fighting Fury again. That's it.
I disagree. I don't. I think that if Josh if Wilder actually won about at least three more fights in an undefeated streak, they will push the fourth fight. That's just my personal opinion. Now, other than that, does he? If he wants to retire, he has a great career to retire with. You know what I mean? For a guy like Wilder to start in the late age of boxing and also accomplish like the way he did, that's unprecedented. And a lot of people on there look at that because all they look at him is like, oh, I don't like his boxing style, or whatever. But his boxing style, the way that he actually move a long way, that's impressive for a guy like him to do that. No other person like started off 19 and they just like, hey, I'm elevating the playing field to the elites,
Right.
just like Wallace. So, like to me, I don't think that Wallace is going to retire. I think he's going to try again by just going back to square one, owning his, owning his spot again, saying that I'm worthy for that spot, and he's going to go back and get Fury. And that's just what it
I,
is.
I think
He's
that
not that
division
type of guy
is
who will just gonna be he's gonna be pussing out and also just move back and just fight lesser fighters. Like no, he's not.
that
He's not
division
that type
is
of guy.
that he what he should have done was work his way back slowly. Like take a match with Andy Ruiz Jr. and then Joshua, and then you go fight the big dog. You don't take the fight right after you lose. I think
He's
he was
not that
rushing
type.
it.
He is not that type of guy, man. He is not, man. He is the type of guy that if someone that's in the corner is blocking you from going to that next step, he's gonna go over 100 times to get through that obstacle so he could go to that next step. He don't care his bones got broken. He don't care his face got broken. He's going to go to that next step no matter by any means. And he's gonna do that. Now, for me, what I mean, after this, he's going to try to do other fights as a way is just like practicing for a new style
Mm.
or like more refined style before facing Fury. I don't think Fury is like this like undefeated guy
He's not.
because they saved his ass on the first fight.
Yeah, he's not. He's not
So
unbeatable.
let's calm down with the hype. I give Fury credit. He is an amazing boxer. I never say he suck. I said that the people in the federation sucks because of how the way they caping for him.
Right.
That's all it is. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And if people me feel otherwise, that's their own prerogative. But let's go back to Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
since what I mean the fruit defense committee
Son,
always be on people's asses all the time just because we don't talk about the what I mean the villainous rainbow or like or
send,
something like that
send
shit.
Eric the link. Eric said he want the link.
All right.
Guillermo, you still in here? Send Guillermo the link too if he wants to join us.
Shit, I have multiple problems with how the way that a lot of these like cancel culture ass motherfuckers always be like, oh, like you can't say about this. I'm like, you guys watch Ricky and Morty, and
Mm.
you have the audacity you're trying to cancel some shit.
Exactly.
What the like? What's wrong with you? You
Family
you
Guy.
you beer drinking, you social justice thinking that if everything's all green, that means the world make a good place looking asses. What the fuck is wrong with you guys, man? Especially you like, okay, if everybody's a fruit, is everything gonna be better for your eyes if every person is a fruit? I
Right.
think the issue is that Dave Chappelle, you know what I mean, again, melanated guy who has an opinion about the fruits, and also because, like again, like I said, there's a certain privilege that they have, which we both all of us do agree, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? There is a certain time that certain demographics got privilege. And
Right.
there's nothing wrong with that. Just acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that. They want to do is deflect and trying to put their own certain um, words in order to deflect that way of saying, "Oh, we got privilege."
Right.
Shit, my one of my friends, you know, what I mean, he used to work in Wingstop,
Mm-hmm.
and also one of his assistant managers is gay. But his assistant manager does not do that much things on it. He even shoved his fingers up his ass and balls,
Wow.
and just contaminate the food, and he still did not get fired. I
What?
mean,
What the
like,
hell?
in the coronavirus,
Mm-hmm.
you guys would have got terminated.
Right.
Like, if it was a nigga, if a nigga does the same shit,
Mm-hmm.
you don't you think that a nigga gonna still have a job after just shoving his, you know what I mean, shoving all that in around the food? You can't do that. You just can't.
Right.
But we still allow that shit because I said privilege. They always hate when I say privilege. They hate people calling out when they say privilege. That's why I freaking hate about this cancel culture shit. And Dave Chappelle wasn't wrong. If a rapper shoot a nigga, he's still gonna have a career.
Exactly.
Shit. Lapo, what is it? Lapo Plaza and all these
Lollapalooza.
tours. They didn't have a problem with bringing rappers that, you know what I mean, that be shooting niggas, and they went to go to the booth talking about shooting niggas, and performing in front of like over 100,000 white fans,
Right.
Hispanic fans, Asian fans who never really a part in the trenches. They never really do that.
Right.
So why do they have a problem with what he said about that when it's true? Shit, Gucci Mane will if Gucci Mane was like as shoot a gay motherfucker, you think they'll be praising Gucci Mane like that, or they'll be praising Gucci Mane for shooting one of Jeezy's homies who was a crip?
Mm.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We live
Mm.
in a time where people don't want to acknowledge privilege just for the sake they want to keep it. And I don't like that shit. If you want to say that, if you want to be a part of it, acknowledge it. Just say, yes, I have privilege. And you guys need to shut up. At least
Right.
I respect that. I'd rather respect a person who said that in front of me than a person who just try to be on some, he's on some backstabbing shit.
Right.
That's why I like fucking Republicans. They say the shit in front of you.
Yeah,
Also,
they
I'll be
say the
like,
shit
you
in
know
front
what?
of
I
you.
respect that. You know what I mean? I
They
said
ain't
fuck
like the
you.
Democrats.
I respect that.
Right.
They ain't
That's
like
all
the
I got to say.
Democrats. They try
What's
to
up,
get
Mary?
your ass out there to vote and shit. But the Republicans will basically tell you, "Fuck you, nigga. We ain't doing nothing for you." Joe
Shit,
Biden will tell
at
you, "We
least
will
them
give you
motherfuckers tell you the truth
motherfucking
instead of
reparations
like
and
that shit that they
everything.
Joe
We
Biden
gonna do
actually
something
pulled.
for people."
Fuck Camilla Harris, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
that
You know,
motherfucker got
like when I
amnesia,
see them
man. Like
niggas
you
like
know what the fuck he
talking
be doing.
about sorry, huh?
I was saying, and that's the problem with these fucking Democrats and stuff. I can respect these Republicans because you already know they some old decrepit racist motherfuckers. These Democrats will tell you in your face, "We gonna help the Haitian people." Next thing you know, these motherfuckers out here at the Mexican border whipping motherfuckers with whips and shit like it's the 1800s. Like, come on
That's the
now,
shit
what the
that I
fuck is
don't
up with
like,
that?
man. And that is the point. Like, people should keep it 100. I
Right.
like when a motherfucker keep it 100. Even I don't like that motherfucker. Shit, I don't like Paul
Keep it
Pierce.
real, man.
But he keep it 100.
What Paul Pierce do to you?
Shit, he been part of the Celtics since my entire life. I've been hating Paul Pierce
He's
ever
a
since he stepped in the
that's
Celtics.
a loyal ass player. I have respect for him. He didn't jump ship like LeBron.
Shit, and that's the thing. I respect Paul Pierce. I don't
Mm.
like him, but I respect him.
Right.
Shit, LeBron James, you cannot have no ounce of respect when it comes to that motherfucker. Like I said, he will only jump on girls if they have better cars. If that next girl got a Lambo, that's the same way he's gonna go to that Lambo. If there's gonna be a new supercar, that's where he's gonna be jumping.
Right.
Shit, that motherfucker is happy he got that old ass super team over there. Like shit, even though he's repping my Lakers, I don't acknowledge him as a Laker. All I see is the
Mm.
Lakers with LeBron. He's
Mm.
like a co-star to me.
Right. He's not a
Special
he's
guest
not a
star.
he's not a real Laker like Kobe was.
Special guest
Shit,
star.
man. Like I don't see no, and these bronze sexuals be on on the Lakers trying to act like they a part of that shit. They don't know
Right.
what the meaning or history of the Lakers is. All
Right.
they only know about is LeBron James fucking routines, morning, lunch, and some other shit over dinner time. Even when in the bedroom, shit, that's all they think about is LeBron James. They
Alex said I
got
love all
Shit.
purple.
like a Lacron, a freaking like the Bible over there in order to pray for LeBron James every single day. So I mean, I
Damn.
don't
Mm.
know
It
why
must
you
be a
guys want to
LeBron
pray
James
for
court
people
out
with
here.
crooked
They
airlines.
crazy like Kanye West fans out here in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Like,
don't get me started with Kanye West, man.
Oh
Like
man.
golly, man. I used to be, and also this is the thing. Kanye West is one of the first rappers I got into before I got deep in this hip hop shit. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like when I get in deep in this hip hop shit, that's when I know, you know what I mean, I break off of that. But you know what I mean, his fans, oh my
Right.
gosh. His fans,
yeah,
you know what I mean, the definition of new slaves is his fans
I
because
agree.
them
yeah, we
motherfuckers
know.
made them freaking billionaires. Like that motherfucker has become a billionaire just because he made whack ass shoes, whack ass clothing, and he's
Slave
selling
clothing
ten
and
thousand
shit.
dollars for a white tee. A white
Right.
tee that
A white
like I
T-shirt.
could go to the Crenshaw Mall and get that white tee. Like, I could get
Pain.
that shit off like 10 joints for about maybe like $10-15. This
I'm
10,000?
saying,
Yeah,
you
like
put a fresh
10,000.
white tee on, you gonna be feeling like $1 million. Like, who the fuck would want to pay
Mm-hmm.
thousands of dollars for slave clothing and
I
shit?
mean,
Like,
I
come on
never
now.
seen this level of dick riding yet. I never seen this level of dick riding. You like you cannot you like I never imagined that. Like the shit I ever seen, I was like, damn, you guys really about that life. Like seriously.
These niggas is crazy, man. Like, I don't get it, man. Like, if you gonna pay a motherfucker to go in the stadium and show your trash ass music, like, make the shit worth it. I don't want to see you building Illuminati churches. I don't want to see you on fire and shit like it's a Saints Row side mission. I don't want to be seeing all that. I don't want
That
to see you
nigga act
doing
like he's
Illuminati
a part of
rituals and
like
shit.
one of them Kiss members and shit, wearing all that fucking black and and red and all that. I'm like, bro, I'm like, damn, I get it. You are Kanye West, but have some sense. That's why I miss your mama. At least he had when he was there, you had sense back then. Right now, no, you never had no common sense.
Not that's
How
why I
the
miss your
comment
mama.
though.
He said this why I miss your mom. You crazy motherfucker.
That's why I miss your mama.
I mean, I miss your mama. Your mama would actually smack you, and also in order to have some common sense. Ever since she's gone, you've been out of the control. You motherfuckers be caping you when he comes to saying your sellout comments about black people and shit. And then like when people call you out, you and also it's only because he's a legend. Listen, I get Kanye West is a legend, but goddamn, at
Hey
least to
yo,
be consistent with that shit.
hey yo,
If a
Sean.
motherfucker say some like self-hating shit, call that shit out.
Hey yo,
No, they
Sean.
never call that shit out. They say, "Oh, it's just Kanye." I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey yo,
It's
Sean.
just Kanye. Well, all right.
Sean, you ever seen that video when Kanye yelled at Chance the Rapper? He said, "Sit your ass down."
I mean, Chance the Rapper always see smile all the time. He probably said, "Okay, Kanye, shit." Look, he's a Mister Go Lucky ass nigga. Like,
He was
what
like,
you
"The
expect?
album ain't selling. Sit your ass down."
I would have tased the fuck out that nigga. Don't you ever be talking to me like that, nigga. What's wrong with you?
I mean, shit. Like Chance the Rapper always be happy all the time. He probably think it's a compliment when he said, "Sit your ass down."
Right?
It's like
That nigga Kanye told me to shut up. I must be somebody.
What?
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Oh shit! He's like,
You
"The
think you
album
you
ain't
think you would have told you think you would have told Drake that Drake would have said, yeah, I shut up, but I'm still fucking Kim.
Right?
well, Kim
Shit, you
always be
want to
fucking
told Drake that?
everybody, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
that Kardashian.
Oh,
I don't
like,
know what's wrong. Look, I don't know what's wrong with him, but every time they get with a black dude, they fuck their whole life up. Like
Yeah.
they pussy cursed, man. I wouldn't want to even swift. I wouldn't even want
I
to
know
like
it's
smell
the
their pussy.
ingredients of
Like, come
that
on.
gasoline, helium, and shit, maybe even salt. Also, I think sulfire. I don't know. It's just a chemical reaction because how much they put in their asses. I think
Mm.
that is the reason why. Because shit, you cannot be this crazy just because of that. And I know something with that level of balloons. Yeah, I just don't believe that. But anyway, with Dave Chappelle though, I mean, like he said everything he had to say. You know what I mean? And also he said he has people that, you know what I mean, he cool with or whatever. Now me personally, shit, I would have gone more deeper than what the hell he actually said. It doesn't know how to make the motherfuckers mad and shit.
Right.
Knowing that for well, I would not give a fuck about being canceled.
We done heard much worse shit like in the past few years. Like this generation in the year 2021, this is the most sensitive year I have ever seen. Like since I've been alive and shit. Like a
I
lot of these
wouldn't say
motherfuckers
it's
don't know how
about
to
the
take a joke no
generation.
more.
I wouldn't say it's about the generation. It's about I call it it's more based about agendas and what you affiliate with. It's not about generation. Like for me, like not every single person who's like Gen Z or even some of these millennials are acting sensitive as hell. They'd be like, man, put like man up.
Right.
Yeah,
But you know, you have these like people who thinks that if they ally with the people with the privilege, they think they're gonna have some, you know, I mean, people that oh they will help me when I'm down. When obviously
shit.
it's not. It always happened like that. Shit, Black Lives Matter. Shit, look at while they're protesting, there's like someone who owns that shit buying freaking houses in California. And also they thinking that they gonna get some allies just because of doing that shit. I
Yeah.
said, man, you guys always be fooled out here for no reason. Like, let it be known.
Sam don't like Nolly. He don't like Drake or Kanye.
I like Kanye West though, and I like some of Drake shit, but it's just a come a time when motherfuckers just need to calm the fuck down. Like life's too hectic for you to be out here, fucking porn stars and out here just burning yourself on fire and stuff. Like we got enough
You
shit
know,
to be
did you
worrying
saw
about
that
with a
video
lot of
when
shit.
Kanye was pushing some way in the prison house? You know what I mean, pushing way in the jail cell while he recording. You know what I mean, doing push ups.
Oh Lord, that was funny.
Acting like he's a part of the freaking yard.
Right.
Yeah,
I
Shank up
was
his
like,
ass
what
doing
the
that shit.
fuck are
Like,
you
come
trying
on,
to
man.
do? You have been isolated from society and you think that you just like having muscles and shit, like pushing weight while these niggas standing around over there
Right.
just watching how
Crazy.
the way he's just pushing, he's just doing some exercise and push ups and freaking curls.
He
Mhm.
trying to get that Dr. Dre workout plan. Yeah, dead
Right.
right.
I mean,
Get
shit,
these
Dr. Dre, he
muscles.
did that shit pretty much on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Now
dead.
people
Yeah,
can see in
yeah,
front
that's
of
dead right, son. That's dead right.
him just to get right. I'm like, shit. The only thing that needs to get right is if the head is getting swollen. Because every single time when Kanye West has gotten more, I don't know, more richer or even like gain more publicity, his head is getting bigger.
Yep.
I feel like they need to suck some air out of his hair because it's about to be exploding like the next 5 years or so. But but yeah,
Yeah.
like
But he was like that from the jump when College Dropout came out and he lost the Grammys and he was bitching in the Grammys about how he lost. He was like that from album one. So it just got worse with every year.
I mean, I feel yeah, I have to agree somewhat, but there's people out there that will actually put him in check, will keep his ego in check.
Where's the people when he went crazy? Where was these people then? When he was on all these pills and
I
stuff
mean,
and
it happens
ranting
behind the
on.
scenes. They're not gonna come in like while they're, you know what I mean, people are just watching, million people are just watching. They're gonna come in behind the scenes like, hey, bro, don't do that shit ever again.
And
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 doing
then and his people, those same people, and they tell him to don't go on Sway in the morning and rant about the fashion industry. Don't go on Jimmy Kimmel and threaten him. Those where was those same people then? He was ranting about the fashion industry and how they trying to blackball him.
I mean, when you have a yes man in the corner, you pretty much feel like you everything you do is right. You just you know what I mean those guys they just turn from like real supporters into yes man like shit.
Right.
This nigga got a lot of bread. Why the fuck I want to tell him he's right and wrong for
You need a motherfucker like us on the panel, cause I don't give a fuck about your money, nigga. It's bigger than that. Like
Exactly.
you out here doing this crazy shit, and you think people ain't gonna say nothing. Like you need a dude like me, Sean, Try, and
Mm.
especially Reg, cause Reg's the
Yep.
type of nigga that'll tell you like, calm the
Yep.
fuck down, nigga. Like just do what you do, man. You Kanye West, like it comes a time when motherfuckers make music that you ain't gonna be hot like you used to. You just can't
Exactly.
keep doing all these crazy ass antics to stay relevant though. You already a legend. Like, why
Mm.
would you want to keep putting all this baggage on your legacy and shit? Like,
Right.
it's crazy, man.
I
yeah,
agree.
but the baggage is giving him more money, and that's the problem. Like these fans, they just don't get it, man. Like,
Just look at Soldier Boy.
man, Soldier Boy hasn't been relevant since freaking man. Man, that's the fucking problem with it. That's also, you see what I mean? Like, the more we talking about all of this shit, like Soldier Boy now, man, Soldier Boy has been trashed since I remember him. Like, the fuck. And they still, and the funny part is, when they give him relevance, they just give him relevance. Like, oh, he made a song about clap. I'm like, okay, what's so good with that shit?
Right.
And they just, and these bitches
8,000
like,
motherfuckers make the same song like that every fucking day. But at least I can respect about him that he had a time in an era which motherfuckers were doing shit and the shit was like, okay, that's cool though. But nowadays you have niggas doing the same thing. And I just wish that brother luck, man, because these drugs and the shit that he been through, it just really fucking him up. Cause like
wait,
if you
who?
look at him like when he was a kid and stuff, like he had a moment in time in history that he did something for the culture and stuff. But I just wish that he wasn't out here
Who did
doing
for the
all this
culture?
stupid
You
shit
you
and
talk
stuff.
about Soldier Boy? What he did in the culture?
He had
Because
some.
all I'm
He had a
saying
time
is
when he
he
They
did
birthed
something,
they
half
had
like
the
when he
niggas
was
I'm
hot.
seeing right now. Like, he birthed all them trash ass niggas I'm seeing right now. That's what he did to culture. All these trash ass,
I could
non
tolerate
talented.
some of his shit though, but not a lot of these niggas shit though. I'm just gonna. It's certain motherfuckers that that's trash that you go back and look at some of their songs, you be like, well, it ain't that bad. But if you
Oh,
look at
come
a nigga
on,
like
man.
Playboy Cardi, if you look at a nigga like Lil Yachty, if you look
Oh,
at a nigga like Lil Pump,
you talking about
you'll be
Licorice
like, man, I
Boy?
take
Come
Soldier Boy
on.
on. I take Soldier Boy over all them niggas.
Wow.
I would
I take
too.
Soldier Boy over all them niggas.
I ain't got a
That is
dunk in this fight.
crazy. They're all in the same plight. They're all in the
I don't
same
know
plight.
about that. Nah.
Spirits Airline, the remix, man. All of them
Not Spirits
shit.
Airlines now.
All of them niggas could put in Soul Plane 3. And trash and have and trash
He said Soul Plane 3.
Soul
Wow.
Plane
Soldier
3.
Boy 3.
He said Soul Plane 3. It's crazy, man. I woke up, I thought I was gonna see something epic. Deontay Wilder lost, fucking Alabama lost. Like, what the hell is going
Shit, man. I
on
feel
now,
sorry
man?
for
This is
I
crazy.
feel, hey man, Alabama, you know what I mean?
I'm glad they lost because I'm a Georgia fan and motherfuckers was talking shit about us losing to Auburn. We went out there and did what we had to do. Nick
I mean
Saban out
shit,
here
people
losing to
try.
Texas A&M and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, like, you guys tried, but close but no cigar, man. It just happens. But Deontay Wilder, man, like, damn, bruh, you could
Bigger.
you shit, you would have pulled it a little bit further, but
yeah.
it is
I
what
ain't
it
gonna
is.
talk shit about the brother because he's still a very good boxer, but he just gotta
Man,
bounce
these
back
people
from
always be
this stuff.
chalking shit, man. Like, this is the
Yeah,
problem. Like, sport, like, every single time when it comes to sports, if a person lost when something is popular, they're gonna be jumping ship saying that, yeah, I know that motherfucker just been trash. I
Right.
know him, he always been trash, even if I was a fan. No, you was sucking his dick. Like, what
Right.
the fuck? You guys were worshiping him every single time when he just knock out a motherfucker. Now when he got
yeah.
knocked out, that's when you guys want to stop.
Right.
Like, at least
Exactly.
be
It's like
consistent.
that in rap too.
Yep.
It's like that in rap too. They was doing the same thing with Dipset lost to the Locks though, but I'm
Exactly.
still gonna listen to Dipset.
Man,
I
I've
don't give
been
a
knowing
fuck
that
if they lost.
the motherfuckers will lose, man. Like, shit. Ever since I saw Freaky Zeke was dancing
But
like
he,
on some
he
fucking
always did
on some
that. That
Red
was always
Blunt
his
shit.
thing. He always
He
danced with
always
them.
did that in
That's always his
Dipset though.
thing.
I never
He
liked
always was
Freaky
doing
Zeke's
it though.
dance. You
I
supposed
liked
you
all them niggas though. All them niggas had a position to play. They was like pieces of the Megazord from Power Rangers. Every one of them niggas had a position to play. Just
I
cause
mean
they
shit,
lost,
them
don't you
niggas
think,
look like they
nigga?
came out
You
like
think
oh
I'm finna
05,
throw
oh
away my
06.
diplomatic immunity vinyl for some locks, nigga?
Right.
You think I'm
Exactly.
finna throw that away? You
To
think I'm
me,
finna throw away?
they still have a better discography than the Locks. To me, you know what I'm saying?
Uh, no, well, I wouldn't go that far, but
They playlist didn't show it, but they
You
like
what? You wouldn't go
consistently.
that far? Come
Cameron
on
have
now.
a better discography than all of them.
Cameron got a
I
better
mean,
discography
okay,
than all of them.
as far as like hits, yes, the Locks got better hits, but they were trash as far as performing. Like Jim
They
Jones,
was.
I heard his ass. That
I
motherfucking
don't give a
like
fuck about the performance. Play the music.
The performance is what everybody's talking about still because of
yeah, the
Jadakiss.
perform like the Locks
They keep
changed the
talking about the
fucking
performance and shit. Just play the fucking music, nigga. I don't want to see you niggas up there dancing and shit. That's the same shit I was talking about with Fat Joe and fucking Ja Rule.
Right.
Just play the music. Play the
Yep.
music that motherfuckers want to hear. I
Right.
don't want to see you up there salsa dancing like you at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I don't want to see that shit. Play the music, motherfucker. This ain't no dance competition. This ain't Dance Revolution. Play the motherfucking music.
I mean, Humpty Dumpty want to dance sometimes.
Right.
Shit, Cookie
Right.
Monster wants somebody to dance for them cookies. You know, he's a happy Chip Ahoy looking motherfucker, man. Like he just love to dance. Like
Motherfucker.
Hey, yo, what y'all think about Shanti trying to re-release her debut album, re-record that shit?
No, that's a mistake.
Is it like an anniversary of that? Because if they were gonna re-release it,
Nah,
I could see if they put like remixes on it or something. But I don't know. I wish they
nah,
would. If it was like the anniversary or something, I would like re-release it or something. Or
nah.
like,
She's doing it because she got a master's again.
man, I'd just be
oh,
like, fuck that. Just give me my
recording
money.
it.
Like,
I mean, I understand the strategy, but
yeah.
she's that's not her right now.
Right.
Like her voice
She got
isn't
her
like
whole
that.
masters or just her masters to her first album, or her masters from her
Oh,
whole
the
discography.
whole master.
Oh yeah, I'm proud of her then. Shout out to her. And Anita Baker got her whole masters too.
Hmm.
And I heard something about Tina Turner getting
Yeah, 50 mil.
$50 million for something. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck is going on? She sold her whole discography for
Yep.
$50 million.
Yep.
It's worth over $500. Actually, 500 million to be honest with you.
What
Like
the fuck is going on with some of these celebrities? Lil Wayne sold his shit for 100 million. His shit was way worth more than that. Tina Turner out here lowballing herself and shit. Like, if you look at her whole career and all the work that she did, her whole discography worth more than $50 million.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know her financial situation, but she can go on tour and do something like to get some money or something. Like, I
Right.
don't know why these celebrities of legendary status be doing shit like that when you just need to fight for your masters and shit. I mean, she put in enough work. She's a rock and roll Hall of Famer. You know, she gave us countless memories and shit. Like, why are you selling your whole discography for $50 million?
I
Yeah.
mean, it's called desperation, man. It's like, hey, like I don't know how to flip my money, so the only thing I have to do is just sell my whole entire catalog. That's just
I
pretty
wouldn't have
much.
sold the whole thing though. I would have just like sold some of it, but I
Right.
don't know, man. It's just I hate seeing legendary artists like that, and especially black ones at that, because you see the music that they made at a time in the country when motherfuckers was just going crazy with racism and stuff. You go back and listen to their music, it just bring back so many memories, and I just hate seeing like
Even
black
to this
people and
day,
legendary artists like that.
even to this day, it's still timeless, but people don't know what it's worth until it's gone. So
Hmm.
it
Yeah,
sucks. It sucks.
that's
As
how these motherfuckers be when you dead and shit. They be want to cry for you and stuff. Oh, I knew her music. No, you didn't. You didn't know none of her music.
Sam
You didn't know
Sam's
nothing about Tina Turner or nothing.
Sam said, "Do you like Jeffrey Osborne, Eric?"
Can you?
I probably heard of him though, but I haven't paid attention to his music like that.
Right.
Oh, Rodney asked me a question about the R. Kelly shit.
Yeah.
He said
Hey,
he's snitching
man,
on everybody. I'm snitching on all you niggas.
Right.
If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of niggas down with me. He need no Brown and niggas.
All y'all niggas are pedos.
Hey man, I'm just gonna be 100% real on this. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not the biggest R. Kelly fan.
Mm,
I never grew up listening to R. Kelly. A lot of people be shocked about this. I
right,
only listen to Maxwell and some other R&B singers. Like R. Kelly outside features, I don't really listen to his music like that.
right.
But I mean, the industry has always been dark. Like it's just what it is. It's like, okay, this guy who's like the face of it is getting all the blame, but other people are doing similar shit.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah,
it's and some of these people are that still have fans to this day,
Right.
including even these cancel culture vultures ass motherfuckers that be still be fans of them.
Right.
They'll be on some
yeah,
right shit on the internet, but they will say, "I'm a fan of this guy. He should not be canceled."
Exactly.
All right, so in that type of way, some people don't believe R. Kelly should not be canceled because they still using his influence. Like if you're gonna say this guy is like the worst piece of crap in the entire world, at least stop using his influence, and
Right.
that's impossible. His influence is everywhere
Yep.
when it comes to black music,
Yep.
music period,
That's true.
including even hip hop. I will still listen to Biggie Life After Death with R. Kelly feature, and I still listen to All Way, and I have to acknowledge it that his DNA is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until you actually delete the DNA entirely, it's impossible to delete R. Kelly from it. It's impossible.
That's what Ebro said on Hot 97, that when you're playing Life After Death, are you skipping over fucking You Tonight? Or if you playing that terrible second Diddy album, are you skipping over Satisfy You?
I'm not even playing the Diddy album.
Well,
I ain't
I'm
playing that
dumping the Diddy
motherfucker
album.
either.
I'm
That's
dumping it.
torture music.
You know what I mean?
That's an FBI interrogation tactic they use.
Right.
I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes, yo.
Huh?
When you look at a group like Changing Faces, R. Kelly made them popular.
Oh,
Because
we not canceling changing faces.
I know, but I'm saying when you think of Changing Faces, I think of R. Kelly because he gave them all their big hits for both albums.
When it comes to some of Snoop's best songs,
Yeah.
it has R. Kelly in
Right.
it.
Right.
So yeah, it's really impossible to the point where I think in some ways I have to blame more so not just only the industry, I also blame the fans too, and even including these culture or these fake justice warriors, because we've been like, let's be honest here, most people don't really take shit seriously until it is appropriate to take it shit seriously right now, because everyone's spilling the beans about some shit, and people these days really acting like they be really care about this situation. That's when they really want to say, oh, cancel this guy because he does some like bad shit to like women or all that. Even though you could blame also the parents too for putting those women over there as well, but obviously they're not gonna do that.
Right.
But it's extremely hard to take him out over there, and it's nothing. It's no way that person could ever gonna cancel him off of music, no matter what. I
Right.
don't care that at least us there's the music off a streaming service. People could just still download it off of somewhere. They
Yep.
could the R. Kelly
Yep.
CD might be even a rare. Um,
Niggas still buy CDs and shit. Like, what
Yeah.
you gonna do? You gonna cancel the CDs too? Niggas buying
Exactly.
physical media every day,
Exactly.
b. That's
Yep.
what I be saying. Like, you don't never know what these streaming sites will do. Like, most of this shit, especially classic music, ain't gonna be on these streaming sites. So that's why you need to be collecting physical media and shit. Cause
Right.
these streaming sites might not have access to the music and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and also R. Kelly CDs, even if he's in prison, it still might be a rare
It's a
collection
real
for
thing. Yep.
certain people. No matter how
Yeah.
much like they'll feel like it's even when it comes to wrestling. People talk about the stuff about Chris Benoit, but his DNA is still among
Mm-hmm.
all these wrestlers,
Right.
from the technical wrestlers and shit. So if
Yep.
if I'm like, again, I'm a realist. Like I get it, people does a lot of harmful shit, but you have to acknowledge that the DNA is in there. If you don't want to use their DNA, then that's good, because if you say that he's a bad person, don't use his influence. but you guys still use his influence.
Right. Yeah,
So yeah,
I
uh,
agree.
don't forget the collaborations of R. Kelly and Jay Z.
Mm-hmm. That
I
too.
mean, it is what it is about that. Like Hov ain't worrying about that shit. So it's just what it is. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, shout out to Dave Chappelle for being real and not be like kissing ass like the rest of these motherfuckers, especially like what the baby did last time. Even though like I say
Yeah.
that the baby did not say anything wrong, you know,
Right.
that's an unpopular opinion for most people, but I don't think that the baby said anything wrong. It's just a hip hop show. Like
Right.
We heard
where
worse shit before. We heard worse shit.
Yeah.
we hear worse shit in a hip hop show, even hip hop entirely, than what the baby did. But it's always about them. It's like them. Like, okay, we get it. You guys have the privilege. How about just like leave that shit alone on other certain shit? That's the reason why movies and TV, not just only music like movies and TV has gone trash because how
Mm-hmm.
many times they have to be like giving them support and shit. Like
Right.
like enough is enough already.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
That's
I
it.
guess we had to close out. We're about to.
That's it.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, I forgot to tell y'all I got a special vinyl coming in next week. Y'all gonna be shocked what I got. I went on eBay and got it too, so it's very rare. So
All right.
I might do a video on it, or just if y'all doing like a live stream one day, I might save it for the next collector video. I don't know, cause I don't even want to open it yet. I'm gonna just let y'all know that y'all did a review on it a couple years ago. So
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh,
Alright. Well, I'm gonna call tonight, y'all, cause I gotta get some sleep. But this has been a real ass chat.
this is dope.
Um, got a few announcements I was gonna make before I go to bed. Tomorrow or later on today, we're gonna do the second album from Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire. Um, let's say Tuesday is gonna be the jazz review of John Coltrane's Love Supreme album.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna do jazz reviews now and shit. Um, probably Friday. I was gonna do the Shaquille O'Neal breakdown, maybe.
Okay.
The
Yeah,
first album.
All of
no,
it. Everything.
all the albums.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yeah,
I
just
mean, I
picked
like
up You Can't
those.
Stop the
Like the
Rain
first
album
album
too.
wasn't bad. The first album wasn't
It
bad.
wasn't bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the third album a bit more, but I'm gonna save that. Like Shaq Diesel was cool though, but I was more of a Shaq Fu fan too. Shit. Shaq Fu,
What about You Can't Stop the Rain?
that my favorite. Nothing's
Uh,
touching that one in my opinion, but I might be the only motherfucker that likes that album. But
Yeah, you
anyway,
might be.
I I might save the Rhapsody album for next week too. I don't know yet. I probably might save that for next week because this school shit is getting on my last fucking nerves and stuff. So yeah, man, definitely got a lot of heat coming. Then next Sunday is gonna be the versus reaction, the the old head music. Excuse me.
Right.
This
The
gonna be the
game,
best one.
Yep.
right, the best
This gonna be
one.
the
For
best
real.
one.
Yep.
But it's gonna be old head music from motherfuckers in the South and shit. But
It's gonna be classic music.
Crazy.
Fuck you, country
no,
bumpkin ass niggas, man. And I'm from Georgia, man. Y'all need to open y'all eyes and
Right.
look at some old school hip hop music,
yeah,
cause
yeah,
don't be
get your
using these niggas. Don't be using these nigga samples if you don't want to listen to their
exact
music, motherfucker.
Right.
exactly. Get. I be seeing this motherfuckers videos. This nigga makes his videos off Microsoft Paint and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. Fuck out my face. Shit.
Wow.
How the fuck you gonna dick ride Bow Wow with Soldier Boy, but you're not gonna? Okay, but anyway, yeah. So
Oh
yeah, I might
man.
just save the Rap City album for next week actually, cause I'm already doing jazz and then this Shaq breakdown and shit like that too. So fuck it. And then the week of Halloween is gonna be the Batman week too. So
Dope.
we're gonna do like it's not. We probably not gonna do no reviews that whole week. It's gonna be Batman movies like the Schumacher and the Nolan movies and Batman the animated series. I'm gonna stay tuned on that shit too. So
Yeah.
really
Batman
cannot wait.
anime series still classic to this day.
Yes,
Oh
definitely.
yeah,
Love it.
yeah, man.
They said they're gonna do a reboot like on that
Oh
shit.
man.
Oh my god, I'm
They
sick of
already doing
telling
a
I
garbage
don't
ass.
want I don't want
Why?
that shit to
They
happen,
already
man.
doing a
Like
they already doing a garbage ass Cowboy Bebop remake. We don't need no more
just
remakes out here, man. Come on now.
Right?
you see
Right.
Stick to the
that's also
classic
the thing
anime.
that also grind my gears. Like they still trying to make some live action shit on some classic anime.
Right.
Just leave the shit alone. Like leave
Right.
every
Next,
single thing. If you guys are gonna
next,
make into some more fruit shit or whatever, just leave it alone.
Right.
next
right.
thing you know, they're gonna have a fucking Power Rangers musical or something. How many Power Rangers shows you got out, man? I grew
Right.
up on Power Rangers. Y'all niggas still making Power Ranger shows now? Like, come on now.
Crazy.
For
I'm just
real.
happy they didn't do no Mega Man show or whatever. Shit, I'm
Yeah, that
happy
would
they
have been
did not make
bad. Like,
anything like that.
that shit need to just stick to the video games, nigga, and movies. Like,
Right.
I can't imagine nobody like doing a remake of like Mega Man or something. If you were gonna do like something with the Mega Man series, you should have just re-released some of the classic games from like Japan that didn't get released over in the US or something.
Right.
Like, I know they doing that though, but like, just don't do that.
I feel you on that, man. Side of reboots, sequels, all that. They even gonna make a sequel to that '70s show called that '90s show now and shit.
No,
Yep.
no,
The
no,
'90s
no.
show. I mean, that sound interesting if it came out
Hell
15
no.
years ago,
Right.
That '90s.
not
You
this
will not
era.
surpass the
Like,
classic that 70 show.
No.
should
But
leave
yeah,
that show alone. Like, I'm not saying I was the biggest like '70s show, but at least leave that shit alone. Like,
Man.
Yeah.
you know this. You know TV shows are trash these days. If you're gonna be rebooting everything,
Right.
came out like '90s or under.
yeah, but I'm gonna call it a night. Thank y'all so much for dropping by, Shry, Sean,
Alright.
Eric.
All right.
Hope y'all have a good night. Stay blessed, stay safe. Peace.
Peace, yo.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace.